Uh, what's today? Thursday. Trade deadline was Tuesday. So probably like Tuesday, like three, three something. Yeah.
What was your reaction?
Uh, my initial reaction at first, cause Goody called me at first, I thought it was like a joke. For me, cause he ain't say too much. He just was like, "We're trading you," and then like it was over. The conversation was over. I just hung up. You know what I mean? And then like I'm sitting there, and then like Mark Murphy called me, and like he got a voice that's like, you know, it's him. So I'm like, oh nah, this ain't no joke. He was like, yeah, we're trading you to the Bills. He was like, man, I just want to say I appreciate you. Thank you for everything. And I just like, oh, okay. He was like, man, just come up here, see everybody real quick before you go. So.
Finding out was Buffalo specifically, like your reaction, like was that a good team to go to? Like
I
did you know
mean,
much?
we were 2-5, so yeah, this definitely was a winning team. So.
What was that like? I read what your comments from after Sunday's game. You were down on yourself, and you were trying to inspire the team to come you're inspiring a turnaround.
Yeah.
How does it go from going from there to now being here and you're 5-3?
I mean, yeah, I was just trying to lead them boys out there. But coming here, it's a good locker room, and they got leaders. So I don't think I have to do that job here. I don't think that's my role here. But
What about the Packers? A lot of Packers are missing you. There have been some comments from they can't believe you're gone.
yeah, I said we all can't believe it, but I mean it's reality. So I miss him too. That was a home for me. You know what I mean? So yeah.
I was listening to Von Miller talk about his experience getting traded just this week on a podcast, and he said there was a moment where it was like 45 minutes where he just kind of cried. Was it emotional for you? Like you've been there for a couple of years, obviously not as long as me.
Nah, for sure. So Tuesday, like we're not in the building at all. You know what I mean? So when he called me and said he got traded, and then the news like came out, it's so crazy because no one was there in the building, and then like guys like came to the building to tell me like by like players, and I remember just sitting by the sauna. And me and Aaron Jones, we kind of had like a little emotional. We both cried, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, like it's over. Because like that's like a guy I knew before the lead. And me and him kind of, like we kind of not been through something, but been through something together. And how his family was and my family. So, and we played against each other because he got drafted to Packers, I got drafted to Philly. And we used to play against each other. And he always was like, bro, you gonna be a Packer. The way you play, like, you gonna be here one day. And then it happened. And how it happened was just crazy. So yeah, we had a little emotional moment there. And then I went over my boy Keyshawn house, Key and Sav house, and had another emotional moment. But yeah, it was tough.
How do you flip the script from all that emotion and ties to one place and try to play a football game in a new system with a new team, 4 days later?
You just do it. I came here to play and make plays for this organization, so that's really my focus, is doing whatever the team need me to do, whether it's this week, next week, whatever week it may be, and just play my heart out, you know?
You'll be playing on Sunday?
I have no idea. Like, they haven't told me, like, I'm playing or I'm not, so I don't know when they will tell me, but I'm going to prepare and practice like I'm out there starting.
What have your early impressions of the playbook been, and the beginning process of digesting a new defensive system?
Oh yeah, I mean I kind of know it all already. It's more so yesterday and kind of earlier it was just the verbal. You know, you hear a word for so long and it means something else, and then you come here and that word means something totally else. So you just got to try to sync the verbiage and forget the other verbiage you heard. What up, man? But yeah, you just try to just forget the old verbiage and just remember the new one. So when they're out there making calls, you know exactly what you're supposed to be playing.
You mentioned the leadership in this locker room. What have your impressions been of that? You know, a guy like Von there and Jordan and Micah, they've got a lot of veterans in the room.
Yeah, for sure. And Ohio, he was in Green Bay, so everyone told me to come out here and talk to him and stuff. But now they're all leaders. As soon as I got here, they all welcomed me, and they was like, man, we're going to welcome you to here right. Like, we do things the right way around here. Just listening to them how they talk. You know what I mean? They're good leaders.
How valuable was your time in Green Bay after trying to find your way through in the NFL? Things didn't, for whatever reason, things didn't work out in Philly, and then you had that COVID year where you're on like 3 teams. How valuable was your experience and time in Green Bay to find your way?
It was valuable. I had a coach who actually knew the game and taught me the game, and then allowed me to play the game how I play the game with no restrictions. It was, you do this really, really well, better than a lot of guys I've coached, and I've coached all pro guys. So I'm going to let you do that, but I'm going to coach that for you to get better at that. And that was just it. He just gave me the freedom just to play football. So.
Well, this time 3 days ago, you don't know what's going to happen. When you finally find out the news and all the emotions kind of run their course, what are the first things you think about the Bills? Like, what is the perception maybe from the outside before you ultimately get traded to this team?
They got crazy fans. They throw snowballs at refs and players on the field. They're a winning team. They've been close, but haven't yet finished. Even back on history, they went, 4 years in a row? So, and then last few years, they've been there, but just trying to get over that hump. So that was my initial thoughts.
What is it like joining a team? I mean, going off of that is, they've come close and, they've been these consistent contenders year after year. What is it like joining a team like that?
Just knowing what it takes, knowing that I've done it before. I got a Super Bowl ring, and I've been to NFC Championships and won. So, and I think it's guys here that have won as well, Von Miller and stuff. So it's just, you just come here and just ready to help them get over that,
You mentioned at the top the phone call you got that you didn't believe was real. What's that from? I'm sorry.
Goody. Yeah.
We saw the NFL 100, your little interaction with Josh during last year's game.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. What was it like coming back here and being face-to-face now in the same locker room with Josh?
Oh, no, we talked as soon as we got here. But that was a good moment, you know what I'm saying? Like, I said the same thing to him a few times. It just wasn't recorded, That's football, though, you know what I mean? Like, that's what happens with football, and that's what you want. Like, everyone's passionate. Everybody wants to win. Everybody wants to be great, and that's what brings it all together as one of the best games in, like, America. So, you know what I mean? Just that type of emotion, so.
A fun icebreaker to...
Oh, no, for sure. It was all good. When it happened, I wasn't, you know what I mean? So.
Do you feel like you're a good fit for this defense?
For,
I mean, I know it's early, but...
Yeah, it's early. It's definitely it's first day early type for me. I do my first day, but I feel like it's gonna be good for me.